Welcome back, everyone. Michael here with Offshore Citizen. We're going to discuss today what is considered by some to be the ultimate tax haven for the super rich. It is a place that I don't often talk about. It's not really very popular in certain circles to discuss, but I've had a few people ask me about it recently and ask why I don't talk about it. So we're going to cover it today. So we are, of course, discussing the Principality of Monaco, one of the smallest countries in the world, and also the place with the most expensive real estate in the world. So stick around, we're going to cover that and give you a little bit of the highlights of what it's like, whether it's a place for you or not. So here we go. Before we start though, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate your support. We're trying to grow the channel. Check out, we put great content, hopefully great content, every single day. Check out some of our previous videos. Let us know if you enjoy them. Give it a thumbs up if you do. Tell us in the comments why not if you don't. Appreciate the feedback. And if you're at all interested in the subjects of relocating somewhere, relocating your business somewhere, trying to pay the lowest legal amount of tax possible, protecting your assets, etc., we help you with the strategies, we help you with the implementation. So we want help forming companies, opening bank accounts, getting residencies, getting citizenships, investing abroad, etc. Please reach out to us. You can book a call with me, clarity.fm/Michael Rosmer. There's a link in the description below. Or you can check out our websites, offshorecitizen.net and offshorecapitalist.com, and you can send us a message through there. Okay, let's get started. So, Monaco. Monaco is probably one of the oldest, super famous, zero tax paradises, so to speak. And I remember back in the day thinking to myself, I kind of was doing an assessment of parts of the world. I was thinking, you know, where is the best place to live if you're rich? And you know, the problem is you can go to some of these islands, and the truth is on those islands, if you haven't been there, like if you were to go to Turks and Caicos, for example, I mean, there's just nothing in Turks and Caicos. Like, I remember arriving, having read these magazines about the diving, and I, like diving and things like this. So it's like supposed to be some of the top diving in the world. You see these beautiful reefs. Turks and Caicos has this like wall coming down off it that you can dive on. And I thought, I was expecting this amazing place, and I looked over and it's just flat, and there's just nothing there. There's like 8,000 people in the whole place in Grand Turk. And like, whoa, this is, could I live there? No, I wouldn't want to live there. And I wouldn't want to live in most of these islands. A lot of the places just they're not established, right? You have some places that are kind of dumpy, right? They're like more third world. You could say, okay, great, I could go to Vanuatu. All right, Champagne Beach, amazing. But do you want to live in Vanuatu? I don't know really anybody who wants to live in Vanuatu. So then you think, though, you're like, okay, well, Monaco is a place created for the rich, right? You have this beautiful south of France, it's on the Mediterranean, etc. That should be it, right? And you say, okay, well, it's got the most expensive real estate in the world. It's about $50,000 a square meter or so. So very, very pricey, right? It's, as a result, it's super small. It's like 3 kilometers wide by 1 kilometer deep, something like that. And so as a result, it's super built up. Most of the apartments are quite small. They're mostly old too. They were built in like the 70s, 80s, things like this. And so getting a high quality life from that standpoint, not so great. It's going to cost a fortune, right? Might cost you more than the taxes for some people. So that's not so good. Then you're like, okay, you could go and get residency there. Basically, you have to buy a place. You have to live there for 183 days a year in order to have residency. Okay, fair enough. That's not so bad if you like living there. But do you really want to be in Monaco for 183 days a year? Now, in practice, if you ever go there aren't border crossings, so you don't have to get your passport stamped going in and out, etc. So a lot of people, realistically spend their time outside of Monaco because really, who would want to spend all their time in Monaco? I guess that's kind of the thing that I'm emphasizing here. That being said, let's talk about their taxes. So 0 corporate tax, 0 wealth tax, 0 capital gains, 0 dividends from local companies. All good things, right? VAT is fairly high. It's like, I think, 19 point something percent. So that's part of how they generate money. There's a 1% tax on rental income on real estate. There's a very high real estate transfer tax. I believe it's 33%. So very high if you're going to be buying and selling property, which maybe partially explains why property prices are so high. Not only is there's a scarcity of land there, but people are probably just not willing to change it too much when they're going to have to pay all that tax. Corporation tax is not low at all. It's 33.33%, so very high. Most people probably wouldn't do that. It's not a country that's really open to French nationals. So the treaties dictate that if French people go and live in Monaco, they're still taxable in France, so it doesn't help them. That being said, I mean, great weather, right? Fantastic weather in that part of the world for definitely by a lot of people's standards. And you know, it's a prestigious place. There's a lot of people who might flow through there, etc., and make it, you know, if you're interested in networking in certain circles, that could be interesting. If you like yachting, there's, you know, big marina there, and you can go yachting from that point. So, interesting place for the right person who considers it. To me, I think the fact that there's only, I think it's 30,000 people who live there, and so it's a small community. You're in a situation where most of those people are not kind of like the young, dynamic, creative, making things happen type people. So that social circle is, you know, for a certain type of people, certainly not to my taste. So to me, I kind of look at it today and I'm like, well, you know, I'd rather be in Dubai than in Monaco. That being said, for those of you who are interested, absolutely. Monaco could be a place where you could go and achieve zero tax and live there and have good weather and go out on the yacht every day or week or whatever, and you know, maybe enjoy it. So anyway, that's kind of a brief little overview. I'm going to do some future videos talking about some specific aspects of Monaco. And so if you've got questions, please put them in the comments below. I'll see if I can answer them or do another video on them. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And again, if you're interested in going to any of these places, relocating, getting citizenships, building an international structure so you don't have to relocate, or, you know, figuring out how to optimize your tax when you do relocate, please reach out to us. You can book a call with me, clarity.fm/Michael Rosmer, link in the description below. Check out our websites, offshorecitizen.net, offshorecapitalist.com, and I'm going to see you guys on the next video.